And game week 4 is over. We're looking ahead to game week 5 after a disastrous game week. We are going to be talking about my transfer plans as Salah blanks, as he doesn't decide to take a penalty. Pedro Porro is all of a sudden injured, and Isak is substituted at halftime. It's a disaster. Guys, this is Fantasy Football G. I'm your host, Kat, and without further ado, let's get into the show. All right, folks. Yeah, man. All right, let's first start with the pleasantries. As you know, I've been using the Hub, Fantasy Football Hub AI tools to help me out. And clearly, this week it didn't go so well. But I'll tell you something. It is amazing because it has helped me make other great decisions. As you can see, my rank over here at 10.5K. I've been doing very well, got a great head start, and they still got their 50% off deal. So go out there and get it. The link is in the description below. On top of that, if you don't win your mini league, they will give you all of your money back. T's and C's apply. So go and grab that link in the description below. Now, that is done. Let us get to, 50 points. My first red arrow. So I want to talk about my transfer plans, what I want to do with the team, and I'm going to go through my game week 4 results essentially, because the players I want to talk about and the teams I want to talk about are here. Now, I think let's start off in the back there with the goalkeepers. I'm really losing faith in Newcastle's defense. I really rated them higher than, let's just say, my other goalkeeper, which is Nottingham Forest. And I think they've proven to be more formidable. I mean, nobody gets it, guys. I don't care who you are, man. I don't care even if your keeper was Cells. Like, you could see I had my whole keeper rotation figured it out, you know. I would put my money on Pope getting a clean sheet as opposed to Cells against Liverpool away, you know. So anyway, my point is, like, I got burnt. I put Gabriel on the bench, and I think I should have gone with pedigree. And I didn't. And these are the type of lessons we have to learn early on in the season, and I've learned that. And having said that, I am really gonna go to a strategy I had that I had last season, at the back end of last season, which is get trialed and tested defense. Get a trialed and tested defense. And this, for me, is the Arsenal defense. And I say this because I'm thinking not about wildcarding now. Kind of am, but I'm definitely not going to try and do that. But I am going to wildcard definitely in game week 6. And I'm definitely going to double up in defense for Arsenal. But I'm actually questioning on whether or not I should actually triple up. And you might be going, Kat, what? You're crazy. Nah, listen here. How many clean sheets do we think these guys are going to get in the season? 38 games. How many do we think? Personally, I think they'll get 20. 20. I want to just be collecting that 20. I think I've gotten about what? 2 of them, maybe 2 or 1. One of them, I think. Out of the 2 or 1 out of the 4, out of the 3 clean sheets they've kept. I need to be collecting those clean sheets because, guys, it's very evident that, like, clean sheets are still rare in the Premier League. And if that means tripling up on Arsenal defense, I think the defense is where we're going to gain the edge. Because think about it. My defense 1, 1, 3, 4. If I grabbed 6, 12, 18, 21, if I grabbed 21 points in my defense, 21 on top of that 50, that's 75 points. That makes a difference. Because that defense, I guarantee you, is going to be a week in, week out result of people's defenses because clean sheets are going to be rare. So that's where my strategy is. It's just gaining that extra edge when it comes to that defense. But if I was going to add any people to it, I think it would still be Liverpool. Trent has been disappointing, so I'm at the point where I'm like, nah, bro, I don't think you're worth it. And that's just my opinion when it comes to Trent. He's somebody I wanted to talk about when it comes to my plans. He's not in my wildcard plans. I don't care what you guys say. Like, I'd rather just get the clean sheet. He's not even getting the assist. He's not. It's 4 game weeks, bro. Yeah, he's been unlucky. But I got an extra K, maybe an extra 2 million in there. So I'd rather free up that money and put it more into the team, if you ask me. But yeah, that's my thing on the defense. I'm happy Dean got an assist. But yeah, Pedro Porro, I think I'm thinking of keeping him, but if I'm going to triple up, I'm just going to triple up Arsenal, get one one Liverpool defender, and not even City because they leak. Whereas with Arne Slot and trying to keep the possession and stuff like that, I think he's a lot less leaky. His XGC is a lot better, to be honest. I mean, Man City will get a clean sheet here and there, but right now Liverpool's and Arsenal's defense is looking a lot better than a lot of people's defenses. So, despite their loss, I still trust those two defenses right now. So that's me right now in the defense. I'm going to run away from Newcastle. Nottingham Forest, I think, has proven. They did have a good XGC last season, and I think even now this season they're still proving to be very good in the defensive middle. So I think Sals is still a good 4.5, and there are other assets in the defense as well. So that's just me and my opinion in there. I think we can move on to the midfield now. Is a big talking point now that we know that he does not have penalties. Well, they say it's going to be more of a shared type of a thing, but we all know how that went down with Saka and Odegaard and Bruno and Rashford. We don't want none of that. We want a proven penalty taker. And right now, I'm thinking I don't want to be paying 6.9. I've already lost 0.1 on him. So I can't believe I'm saying this. Look, he is still getting the chances and stuff, but I think it's more so his team that I've lost faith in. I just feel like his team is not really complementing him as a FPL asset to really achieve the type of points that we need him to. I think he's going to be getting those returns here and there. And you know what, bro? Like, now that I'm thinking about it, hey, bro, this Red, welcome to FPL, bro. I say welcome to my FPL season had not started until I got a red arrow. It had not started until I got a red arrow. Now, and you know what? I think this game week is a blessing because it sort of highlights, hey, this is a problem. This could be a problem area, specifically now that you're going to go in wildcard. I needed this type of curtain raiser before I wildcard, and I feel like this is a thing. Is for me is that curtain raiser. That's what I feel like it is. So yeah, man. I for me, Eze in my wildcard is a huge doubt right now. A huge doubt, and I want to touch on no, you know what? I'm going to touch on Mo Salah a bit later when I get to Haaland, and I'll touch on Mo Salah a bit Haaland. So wait until that, or you can actually skip to that if you want to, because I've put chapters down in the description below. Anyway, Diogo Jota, nah, him being taken off as well later on. You know what it is? It's just that they're not that all-out attacking team anymore. They're not all gun ho type of guys where it's like, yo, okay, cool, we out here getting at least 3 goals per game, So when their backs are up against the wall, like in this game here, and these guys are getting substituted as well. Champions League is going to be starting now. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. And I'm afraid of Champions League because there's like 8 group stage games playing, and they're all like sort of mid-tier type of fixture difficulty level type of stuff, and the rotation is going to be serious when it comes to these guys in the front line, in the sense of you don't know who's going to be playing. You need people who are like solidified, and that's what makes Eze not a no go, but sort of like a doubt in the sense of like he's somebody who's got no, of course, no Champions League. He's highly effective. He's there, and so I would take out Jota like 100% for me. I think Jota is going to be out. Because I'd rather put the money elsewhere. I'd really rather put the money elsewhere. And if I am taking both of them out, I'd really rather take both of them out for something like a KDB, who's really assisting Haaland in the Man City team. Yeah, fine. KDB is also like you don't know what's going to happen, but like that's just me, guys. I don't want to be having a Diogo Jota who is going to be coming off in the 70th minute and I need players who are going to definitely play in my wild card, and that's where I'm thinking right now. So yeah, Smith Rowe assist, helped out. I think he's risen now because people are bringing him in, and I think that's a knee jerk with people. I don't think this fixture that's coming up is an okay fixture. Let me see, who is he playing? He's playing Newcastle at home. Yeah, as much as I don't trust Newcastle, the mere fact is Newcastle's players are still good. They're still good. They came back, and yeah, fine, it was Wolves, but yeah, I still don't trust them. I think Smith for me right now in my wild card is also not safe. One person who's definitely is safe is going to be Mbuemo. Yeah, Mbuemo's definitely going to be there because these fixtures are going to turn. I think he had his opportunities in the game, was definitely unlucky, but I didn't really expect anything from him. I was hoping for something from him. And the same way I said, either way, that I know that I'm going to be getting, what's this? I'm going to be getting a red arrow this game week as well. That's definitely predicted that. I just wish that I don't know. I was never going to play Gabriel. I was never. The decision was made. I was never. So I'm trying not to beat myself up about it. But you know what it's like when you have about like 20 something points, 30 points on the bench. Bro. Hey, pain, dog, pain. Okay, cool. So Wood, I wish he had got something. But one thing I must say about Wood, guys, is that he's basically one of those players that is definitely in the team. And I say that because we just saw Muniz not start for Fulham. And so if you're looking for a 6.1 now, I believe, of course, Wisa is the number one going into the fixture turn. And then I think Wood definitely there as well, not taking away from the cheaper options being the Brighton strikers, but their fixtures get better later on, I think around about 10, 11. So for now, I think Wisa is going to be the man, but I'm going to stick with Wood. Isak might be the guy that actually goes out, and this is where my transfer plan comes in. Leicester is going to be playing Everton, who have just been very leaky, and I'm really starting to have confidence in Vardy being able to deliver. So I'm essentially targeting Everton here. I'm not necessarily hyping up Vardy. That's not what I'm doing. I'm targeting Everton. So the Southampton and Ipswich are playing each other. So I just don't see anybody really there that can really help me out there. So that's the idea with the transfer. And that's the transfer plan that I'm really having here. Going on to Haaland, and this is where we then start to speak about Salah. So Salah blanked, and I think this game week, along with the others, for me, sort of solidified our debate in the previous weeks as to like Haaland versus Salah. This guy is just sorry about that, guys. This guy is just sorry. Let me just make sure because it's gonna go off again and again and again. There we go. This guy is just he's ready, man. He's like he's been saying it, Pep's been saying it, he's in the best shape. He's honestly This is him coming off of a freaking friend passing away, bro, and he's still netting 2 goals. And he saw. I mean, I'm sure if his friend didn't pass away, he probably would have done 4 goals. You know what I mean? Like that's Haaland, bro. That's Haaland. Put like weights on his leg, he'll still make it into the air. So, whereas with Haaland, with Salah, I feel like the way his team is playing now doesn't necessarily, I think, put him in the forefront scoring a lot of goals and maybe even being involved in a lot of goals. Maybe you could say Cat, it's a bit too early to really say that now. I mean, just the previous game week, after 3 game weeks, this guy was level with Haaland. But now I'm thinking long term, guys. I'm thinking long term. And I say that because a lot of us are like, oh, we want to migrate to wildcard, Haaland, and Salah. And I just feel like there's a whole lot of money you can still save if you take one of them out. And that one is your decision. But for me, I'm leaning more on the Haaland side. And I guess maybe that's because, of course, I've got a Haaland team. But just advice to you guys, I feel like if you want to go with one of them, for me, the debate, I think Haaland, for me, has won the debate as to who to go with. And then it's about really who you put around him, of course, as I mentioned in that video as well. And I'll put that video, I'll put that video up in the corner there so you can actually go and see that. But yeah, that's for me. I'll be building my team, my wildcard team around Haaland. But yeah, just I think to go through the other teams down here with the best fixtures, we can see that we're gonna have the third round of Carabao Cup that's going to be coming up. So yeah, along with those fixtures and stuff, Ollie Watkins scored. Am I thinking of bringing him in? Rodgers is also another person who's been fronting. If I was a Rodgers owner, I would not expect anything high. He's 5.0, guys. I think we hyped him up too much to be like something of the next Palmer. The thing is, though, I think if you're looking for an enabler, I think he's still a great enabler because he gets into those spaces. He really does get into those spaces. And I think of it like this. Adama Traore is 5.0. And how much has he been returning? I think if not anything, just probably slightly more. I think he's gotten a goal or something. And he's 5.0. What else do you expect from Adama Traore at 5.0? And that's my point. That's what you should be expecting from Rodgers. Don't think that you 5.0 and you should be expecting returns the same as I don't know, a 10 million or a 9 million like Palmer. No, bro, even Bruno's struggling. So like, calm down, Rodgers owners, calm down. There's nobody else you're going to be going to anyway at 5.0. So where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? So yeah, that's just my opinion. I think fine. If you really do want to go somewhere, add a bit of money, Mint is an option. Mint is an option. He looks really good, and even him and as well. Like, how many returns has he necessarily had? So people with underneath that bracket in the midfield of 6 million, like, don't expect a lot, guys. You're really looking for a gem in that bracket, and if you find one, honestly, really great, really, really great. But yeah, I think that next fixture for Brighton is going to be definitely tough. So I wouldn't be bringing in any people, but if there's a person that I do want to bring in, I would definitely bring in Danny Welbeck. Now highlighting that João Pedro could have an injury, but just keep monitoring that. Basically, Chelsea, I still haven't seen enough from my side. I'm staying away from them until I see enough. I think it's too up and down, just like Man United assets. They do interest me in terms of Man United assets in terms of defense, though. But that's not because of the Southampton. That's mainly because of Mazraoui. He's gotten returns despite Man United's performance, so it's like freakish. But I am paying attention to him. So he's somebody at 4.5 who, regardless of whether or not Shaw comes back in and does stuff, and how Shaw, how injury prone he is as well, I think Mazraoui will still hold that right back down, and I think Dalot will actually be the person who goes onto the bench. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. So yeah, what I want to do as well, guys, let me know. I actually want to do the UEFA Champions League stuff. I've been thinking about it. I haven't wanted to say anything, but I'm just like, I just say something, Cat. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about it. Look at that. Okay, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about it. I definitely I wanna do it. But I just don't want to lose you guys. Maybe I want to make it something like UEFA Champions League, but only using the Premier League teams. But at the same time, I also want to capture uh, a wider, broader audience as well. So let's see. Let's see. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video.